Okay, so here's our simple question. Any nice gems? Yes, yeah. So actually, we shared several gems, we think, in our opinion. I would say not financial advice, with our customers recently. There was a code review newsletter that went out today. There are some gems in that one. But first, any gems maybe you want to share with our audience that you've come across this week?
Yeah, so this week I found Audius. In full disclosure, I'm invested in Audius, and I have been since roughly 40 cents. I took just kind of before I even started at Token Metrics, took a small position in Audius, and then actually reinforced that position several times to where it's now. I took a 10% allocation in my portfolio to Audius, and that's actually risen to 13% just based off of the price action alone going up recently. So what Audius actually is it's the music streaming play within blockchain decentralization, and now since they've announced it, NFTs. And I'll actually go through Audius's website here. So this is a lot of times when you're at these looking at these sub $200 million valuation projects, they haven't even built anything yet. They've just got a plan, a team, and an ERC20 token. Well, Audius has actually built the platform, and it works extremely well. And not only that, but they've got 3 million users so far. Now, if we just take a look at their team and their team of advisors, and keep in mind they're not a sub $200 million market cap project anymore. I think they're just over 200 million recently. But of any advisory team of a project in this valuation range, I don't think I've seen a more impressive advisory team. So you've got Dead Mouse, who's an extremely popular EDM musician. You've got the co-founder of Augur, which was an extremely successful project. I think it really took off in 2017. I'm not sure how it's doing well now, right? Or I'm not sure how it's doing right now. You've got Ben Gordon, the co-founder of EA Games. You've got Justin Khan, the co-founder of Twitch. So you've got all the right people behind this, and you've got some extremely impressive backers in the form of Coinbase Ventures, Binance Labs, Pantera Capital. You've got the right people behind this to make it a success. Now, if we could compare it to something, I would compare it to Theta or maybe even Chili's, where you've got a project that can bring people in to the cryptocurrency space and the blockchain space without even them realizing that they're on a blockchain based platform, right? This is just a music streaming service. And their whole idea is to make it more rewarding, to cut out the middlemen, to cut out the profiteers like Spotify or SoundCloud, and make the money actually go, make it more rewarding for the artists here. So you've got people joining this platform that aren't even aware really that it's a blockchain based platform. And to me, that's extremely powerful. I think it's something that we've seen from Flow with NBA Top Shot, where people are coming in. I think we've seen it from Chili's with sports and entertainment, and we've seen it from Theta with video streaming. So it kind of fits that proof of concept theme that's been proved out over time. I personally am extremely bullish on Audius. It scored, I believe, a 91 on my fundamental analysis review, and it also scored a 91 on the code review, which is pretty tough to do. It might have been the first project to score over both a 90 on or over a 90 on both of those. Ian might have more information on that, but extremely strong project in my opinion, and I expect it to continue to perform well.
Yeah, I mean, so the code review that should be coming out shortly, probably maybe by Tuesday. But definitely solid project. Actually, I also ended up buying some as well. Bought a small amount. It was higher. The valuation is pretty high because I think it's almost $200 million market cap. For me, it's about 2% of my portfolio. Hopefully, maybe there's a dip, so that way I'll buy more. But definitely a solid project. Earlier, I mentioned as well, Vespa Finance. I bought some of that as well. That's about 2% of my portfolio as well. I might buy more and maybe scale up into 5% of my portfolio. Bill, how about you? Any gems on your end you want to share?
Certainly. I'm I'm over the age of 30. So the small coin game is relatively new to me, but I've got some things that I've looked into. All right. And mainly it's things that I understand that can perhaps disrupt Wall Street. Okay. This is a chart of something called PERP. It was a part of one of our crypto deep dives. Disclaimer, I do own it. PERP, as I understand it, is like a decentralized derivatives platform on Ethereum. They're going to have staking. And since I came from a futures background, it's going to help with perpetual futures for crypto. And essentially, they've got some nifty technology, and their tokenomics is really interesting. You buy PERP, you stake it, and the more people use the platform, the higher the staking rewards go, potentially the higher fees go, and the more gravy they have to share with people who own and stake PERP. The other thing I like about PERP is that it looks like everyone gave up on it in early March. Like it came out at 8 and everyone gave up on it at 4. Meanwhile, our analyst, who is either he's like a combination of Sherlock Holmes and James Bond out of England. Really like this guy. All right. And I also noticed that PERP is holding above like the last diagonal resistance point. So if you like disrupting Wall Street, if you like the idea of freedom for futures, given I used to work on the floor of a futures exchange when it was done by humans, to date myself, PERP is interesting. Now, if you really want to have kind of a laugh, I have taken a flyer into something that A, is not financial advice, and B, I had one of our analysts look into. It's called D-Hedge. It's got a very small market cap. It's got a very interesting formation in a diamond, which can lead to powerful moves if it's outside the diamond. And effectively, this is decentralized asset management. Now, is this project any good? Could I write a 3-page paper about what this project does? No. I read the 1-page report our analyst did, which was released to our customers. And I just think the idea of everybody crying about Ethereum and gas fees, meanwhile, things are being built on the Ethereum blockchain, which you can think of as a premium tollway, that potentially disrupt everything that Wall Street and futures exchanges do, which is fancy derivatives, futures, hedging, and asset management. This is the gravy train of Wall Street. And the blockchain universe, just like Forrest was describing how audio is disrupting, music and empowering the musicians, so do I think the Ethereum network can come in and allow traders less friction, easier access to markets and derivatives, and leverage. Okay. Leverage and asset management are key, particularly if you have the run up in crypto that I anticipate. So PERP and D-Hedge.
All right. Thank you, Bill. So actually comment here from Crypto Gamer. He's saying, please look into the tokenomics first. Then earlier he mentioned, where was it? Problem with audio is the tokenomics. 90% is controlled by the team. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Gonna have to.
I'll double check on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Crypto Gamer.
Token Metrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.